I have wanted a pair of these since 2004. It's been a long time coming. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the Nike LeBron 2. Man, they don't make them like this anymore, but I really wish that they did, even though I love the 20s, but these look dope, man. This actually is like a really cool indicator on where they were going, even though back then, you know what I mean? Like the whole shoe is textile. It's really, really interesting. So again, like I was saying before, these originally released back in 2004. And again, I never had a pair. So just like the LeBron 3s, I got my first pair for the very first time in the year 2022. Pretty cool. But the outsole looks like a beast. Like this is like it will grip everything. I love the cool split down the middle, especially because that is telling you kind of what is inside as far as the cushion goes. So much like the LeBron 3, we've got two fat ass Zoom Air units in here. One's in the back, one's in the front. The 4-foot unit is actually what they used in the Air Jordan 28. It's just flipped over. So instead of having that seam go this way so it can flex, actually the 28 did do it like this. The 29 flipped it, I'm pretty sure. Too many shoes. But anyways, that's what's in there. I think it's awesome. And then in the back, we actually have a Zoom unit that is very similar to what we see in the Nike LeBron 20. So I don't know really why like people are talking about the 20s. Like people been crying this whole time, give us better performing shoes, better LeBrons. They did it. It looks like a Kobe. It doesn't look like a Kobe. It's a low top. The tech specs are just modern versions of Zoom Air that they use now. It's still in line with what LeBron's line started with the Air Zoom generation. That was the first one. You know that name Zoom? I mean, Zoom's in the shoe. Just like in these, just like in the 3s, just like in the 4s, in the 5s, and the 6s. It didn't do that big bubble until the 7s. Come on, guys. It's one of the best shoes of the year, and so is this, just not as good as those. However, the upper is better than those because it's a mix of textile and what I love, soft, supple leather. Oh my God, it's awesome. I wish I could capture that scent in a bottle. Just kidding. I actually did. For those of you guys that don't know, my brand, Sense Apparel, right here, shirt available now. We actually teamed up with Soul Science, and we've got this fresh Sense scent right here. And basically, this is that dead stock sneaker smell. So inside of there, we've got two different scents. We've got glue, which is, you need that for that new shoe smell. The second one is leather. Who doesn't like the nice smell of fresh leather? I know I do. There's a couple other scents in there that take over when you first spray the shoe and everything, and that's the deodorizer and the sanitizer and stuff, because it's supposed to clean out the funk out of your shoes. Or if your shoes are new, it's supposed to keep them fresh, smelling longer so that your personal funk don't mess up how they came and everything. If you were interested, we'll have a link down below in the description box, both to the spray and to the shirt.
Excellent.
Now inside of the shoe is a gorgeous polyurethane insole. Look at this thing, man.
It's beautiful.
This is something that I forgot to talk about in the LeBron 3 video, where they also have a beefcake of a polyurethane insole. I just love these, man. Like they should be in every shoe. It's awesome. Now the upper on these guys is just fantastic. We've got lots of lightweight textile, and that's basically all the gold sections. This is an original colorway, by the way. I don't remember if these actually released. I don't think they did. And if they did, it might have been overseas only. They don't look like the originals. Like this gold is like really weird looking compared to those. They were a little bit darker. I don't really care. I just wanted to try the damn shoe. But anyways, the leather is really nice. It is actual leather. I know that it's hard to see because they rolled all the edges and everything, but there is some of the cuts like right around the little lacing system is down at the bottom, but you can see the actual leather through there. It is very thin cuts of leather, so it's not premium or anything like that, but the polyurethane coat on top is very thin, so it keeps the leather very soft, and I really like that. Also, one of the coolest things about these, I know that you don't like them, but I like straps, and I don't know why. Like straps on 90s shoes just look really cool, and I know that this is not a 90s shoe, but it gives it a 90s shoe flair. But this guy right there, man, you can completely remove it if you wanted to.
Perfect.
Yeah, hey, I think it's dope, man. And you got two different styles as well. You got the big block Nike, you got the swoosh on the other one. You got the LJ23 crown logo on there, which I think is one of his best logos besides the Dunkman. And then underneath all of this is very reminiscent of the era because Jordan 20 and everything was right around 2005. And we've got laser print all throughout the collar and everything in the tongue. So I think it's pretty cool. I also really like the back of the shoe. I don't know why, like I just like plastic things on sneakers. Like I think it's really cool. Like that's something that, like the LeBron 3, we got that P-backs kind of carrying the Zoom Air units in there. Unlike the LeBron 3, you can't feel the zoom, unfortunately, like as well as you can on those. So this one definitely is more muted, which is weird because LeBron 3 is hella comfortable. These will probably need a little bit of breaking time. And then one of the most notable features, and I say this loosely, it's just notable for me, is the actual like lining inside. You know what that is? Nike Sphere. I thought that it was something that it wasn't. I just made up my own like attribute to the thing when we were reviewing the 20s and stuff. I had never seen it before because I never had these shoes. So when I see these things now, I'm like, oh, that was a really cool callback where the 20 is calling back to the 2, possibly the 1. I never had the 1 either, but some people in the comments were saying that they were in the 1 and the 2. They just can't remember. Some people were even saying it was in the 3. I don't know where my 3s are. They're somewhere over there, but I'm pretty sure that it's in there too. But yeah, it's just that Nike Sphere stuff. And basically this was an apparel feature that they also put as the collar lining inside of the shoe. So there's Nike Sphere apparel out there, and it's their original moisture wicking stuff before the dry fit. One thing that I do not like about the shoe is the laces. These guys right here, they don't stay tied very well. That's the only thing that I dislike. I do like how they look. I just don't like how they don't stay tied. Found that out with the LeBron 3s. They will stay tied a little bit better because they don't have the metal aglets. So they don't have like such heavy stuff like pulling them apart. But yeah, it's just not my favorite thing, even though I do like the way that they look. It's just that they're not as functional as I would hope. Kind of like the 13s laces. Those are awful. The 13's amazing. The laces suck. Now, as far as the sizing is concerned, they do fit true to size. So whatever you typically wear, that's exactly what I would order. Again, the Zoom Air inside the shoe is abundant. It's just not as bouncy as what I was expecting, especially after getting the LeBron 3s in for the first time. They don't feel like that. They just feel like they need a little bit more braking time, but there is tons of zoom in there. There's a great polyurethane insole as well. The materials feel nice. The textile feels nice. This is a solid ass shoe. But with all that being said, let me know what you think about the Nike LeBron 2 Retro down below in the comment section. Did you own the originals? Did you grab the retros? If you did have both, I'd like to know your thoughts on like a comparison and everything. Like, how did these feel compared to those? Again, I've never owned them. This is my first one, so I do feel that the 3s feel a little bit better right off the bat as far as comfort is concerned. I do think that these look a little bit better, especially now that I have them both in hand. I thought the LeBron 3 was like my favorite looking, but after I got these, I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe these are it. I really like these. There was this original pair that was like gray and blue. Hella clean. If they retro those, I might have to grab those too.
What year did the Kobe ones come out? The Nike
Kobe ones? Well, there was the 2K4s in 2004, then it was the 2005. The 2K5s are right there. So I think the Kobe ones were in 2006, but let me double check because I don't want to give out wrong information.
I'm just saying, I see a similar design language.
Yeah, they definitely, those were 2005, so it was the year later. But yes, the design language was very much apparent. And that was kind of like the era of moving into textile. And then they took a break while they came up with the Hyperfuse stuff, and that stuff sucked. Like, that was just plastic. Awful. Cool looking shoe. That original Hyperfuse, man, we were hyped for those.
So hyped. You were hyper.
We're gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, have a good one. Jesus.